Arjun. So in the last lecture we have studied TQM and the first 3 points. Now I'll be discussing the next points. So comes point number 4, which is process capability studies. So when we talk about process capability indices or machine capability indices, as we have already discussed these terms before, suppose there is one machine, and in one machine we have got 3 or more operators working in different shifts. So suppose one operator is excellent, another one is moderate, and the next one comes into like he has a little bit low skills regarding for that particular machine. So my final products will be having some variations due to the different processes used by all 3 operators, right? So we have to study regarding process capability studies before making a final product. Also machine capability indices also come into a picture. Suppose we are using 2 machines to make one final product, and one machine has good maintenance, another machine has little bit low on maintenance. So the final product by those 2 machines will be different, variations will be there, right? So next comes point number 5, which is quality planning for control of production process, assembly operations. So whenever there is production going on in a production line, so we need to send raw material to production lines, and that material should be quality wise, it should be acceptable in order to do the production process or assembly operations. Suppose if I am sending a material which is not of good quality or as per standards from my inventory to the production line, then there could be variation, or my final product could be below the standards or out of the tolerance limit, or it won't be acceptable, or it will be rejected later by quality control team, right? So we need to plan our material dispersion from inventory to production line. Then comes point number 6, which is quality control of incoming materials. See, quality control of incoming materials means material can be shipping from vendor to the inventory. Also, material can be coming from inventory to the production lines. In both perspective, we need to take care of the quality. Suppose if material is coming from a vendor is that person who gives us raw material. Suppose if I am running the plant of Maruti Suzuki, and I am getting wheels from JK Tire. So JK Tire is a vendor for Maruti Suzuki. If I am getting engine from Tata for my Maruti car, then Tata will be the vendor of my Maruti, right? So here it is written quality control of incoming material. Material can come from vendor, from main gate to my inventory. One thing, I need to be assured that material is of good quality. Second, material will be coming to my production line from inventory. So I have to make sure my employees are keeping my material, my raw material, in an organized manner, so that it doesn't get damaged over time or due to disorganized manner in my inventory, right? Then comes point number 7, which is quality control, vendor quality control, and vendor development. So in order to get my raw material, I never be having only single vendor. I must be having 2 or 3 vendors. Sometimes what happens due to natural calamity, or like suppose my I have an industry and I am making some product, I'll be needing some raw material, and my vendor is from China. Coronavirus pandemic happened, China lockdown, my material won't be shipping from China to India, so my production will be stopped. Then what will I do? I'll be doomed. So in order to surpass that condition, I must be having minimum 3 or 2 vendors for a single product. So I'll be ordering 60% of my raw material from China, 30% from India, 10% from Japan. So suppose sometimes China will be closed, I might order 70% from India, 30% from Japan. Or suppose due to lockdown, India gets closed, I'll be ordering 60% from China, 40% from Japan. But if they are sending me the material, suppose the Japanese companies which is sending the material, quality control wise it is very good. Indian companies which is sending me the material, it is quality control wise it is up to the standards. But suppose the Chinese material which I am getting, raw material, it is not up to the mark. So I need to make sure vendor quality material, vendor quality control should be there. And vendor development as in I'll be giving specification to Chinese people, okay, give me at least raw material in this specific standards, else I will be rejecting your lot, or I won't be giving you the payment, and I'll be reshipping your raw material back to your industry, right? Then comes inspection and testing during manufacture. Again, this point is very important. What is inspection and testing of raw material, final product during manufacture? Suppose I make a I make a finished product finally. So my inspection team or quality control team or audit team will come and they will inspect my material whether it is up to the mark, whether it is up to the standards or not. I'll be doing different testing on that. So, and for example, if there is a uh, generator manufacturing plant in Jammu, which manufactures generators in a huge scale. And for waterproofing testing, what they do, they put the whole generator inside the water tub and they run it simultaneously, and then they test it okay before dispatching it to warehouse, right? Then comes point number 9, which is interaction with service engineering. See, service engineering comes into two parts. One, the who are serving the who are providing servicing to the customer. Second, who are providing servicing to the company. I'll be dealing with service engineers who will be serving me for my own machines in my plant. Second, service engineers will be accompanying my customers. They will be entertaining my customers regarding my product, right? So there should be some interaction with service engineering, right? Then comes point number 10, training of staff and customers. Whenever suppose we go for a market, or we buy some high end product or some complex product, what salesman does, it gives us training how to operate it, how to operate this vacuum cleaner, how to operate this dishwasher, how to operate this equipment, or how to operate this lab equipment. So they are salesmen and they are giving us training. We are the customers. Also, the staff, suppose a company needs to sell a specific product, they need to train their staff how to use this product in order they can reach to the customers before uh, going for the market. Then comes point number 11, quality audit. So at the end of the production, when we have the final product, quality control or audit team comes in industry and they check all the machines, all the finished products. Sometimes they go for sampling method and they do quality audit, and they see whether their product is up to the mark, whether it is between tolerance limit, whether it is as per the standards, whether the machine is maintained regularly, whether the inspection cards are there on the machines on the right time, and they check the inspection cards when was the last time machine was maintained. So this is what quality audit does. So that would be all from my end. Thank you.